Everybody, and how are you on this wonderful Friday morning? It is, oh my, November 10th, 2023, a great day. And here we are. Morning says, how are you? It is a wonderful morning. It is lovely. Hello, somebody. Bruno Harrison, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Blessing. It's a family business here. Good morning, Loretta. How are you this morning? Hi. Good morning, Lawanda. How are you doing? Long time haven't seen you, darling. Hi, Steffi Purpose. How are you? Welcome to the Morning Blessing. It's a beautiful place to start your day. Hello, Ryan. How are you this morning? Still creaming fingers. Oh, it's 8 o'clock, so let's get the show on the road. Ha, ha, ha. Welcome to the best morning blessings. Congratulations, Stacy, for saying that. I love that. Thank you. Let's just pin that because we do give a lot of vitamin for the day. Thanks, Stacy. Good morning, lovely people. Those of you who are new to the morning blessing, it's a family affair. You will notice we call people by their names. So Lawanda and Ryan and Stacy, Loretta, and all of these wonderful people dropping in. It is a place to come in the morning to feel good about yourself, to know you're okay, you're good enough. No, you don't need to be fixed. You were created specifically to be the magnificent person that you are. Even at this moment, you're not feeling it, but you were, and you know that. And we will remind you of that. So, without any further ado, let's get the show on the road. The morning blessing is coming to you for you to use something. The thing about the morning blessing, you have a choice. If you come and you listen long enough, you will live with a nugget, a golden nugget. Now be careful with the nugget. A golden nugget has crevices, holes, and little things, and it's bumpy. And that means there's a lot of hidden treasures in it. So you might say, I would prefer to get the black pearl. Now remember, the black pearl, you have to dig deep to find the black pearl. So naturally, if you choose to say, I receive a black pearl today, then you know you have to work diligently, consistently, and persistently to get that pearl to materialize in your life. And if by chance you decided, I got a rare pink Canadian diamond, well, you have work to do. You might not think so. You say, I have a diamond, but what are you going to do with that rare pink diamond? It's valuable. You cannot just hold it tight in your hand like this. You have to let it go. You have to let it spread itself all over the world because that's your gift. And this is where we start this morning with commitment. A single word that can rule you or you can rule it. It's a positive word and it depends on how it is said. It could be a negative word also. So which one of them you think I'm going to pull on? The commitment, an engagement, or communication. When you make a commitment, you make a pledge. And when you make a pledge, you say, I will. And when you say I, before anything, you're using God's power to give you power to do what you will. And that's why a commitment, when you say it, you need to honor it. Now, many times I bring out the morning blessing and I just let you have it. But some days when I get my topic, maybe minutes to 8 or 7:30, sometimes earlier, and I press on it and I pull on it and I give it to you, it's because that's how you're getting it today. Commitment. A pledge. You say, I will. When you make a pledge, the word alone is so strong. It is so pronouncing. It is so demanding of you. I made a pledge today to do something today. I made a pledge and you have to honor it. So I'm going to list them and I'm going to give you a choice to think as we go through them because this is so powerful that word, the 10-letter word, is it? 1, 2, 3, 6, yeah, 10-letter word commitment. But look at all the words it's bring to you. Engaging. I will engage with you. I am engaging. You cannot say those words without referring to the word I am or I. The minute you step into I, you have given a handshake. And that is so important to know. You say, I'm engaged to do that. we're also engaged in love. We say, I'm engaged. I have committed to somebody special. Again, I pledge my love to that special person. And we come into December, which is Christmas time. We celebrate the birth of Christ, right? No matter what we do, that's where we go. Joseph had a commitment to marry Mary. And then she showed up pregnant. And he washed his hand and walked away to a point until he had that dream that said, you have to do this. And he turned around and he honored his commitment. I didn't make the story. The story is in the book. He honored his commitment. He honored his pledge. He pledged to marry her. And he said, I didn't touch her. I had nothing to do with that. But because he made the pledge, the angel came to him and said, you have to do this. You have to marry that woman because you made a commitment. You made a pledge. And that is why it is so important that when you make a commitment or you make a pledge or you say, I'm engaged in doing this, I will do it. The minute you have all of these, and if you look at the words, the energy of your words, when you say those words, I will. Instead of saying, compare it. Let's compare it with one of my most unfavorite words, trying. Well, I'll try. That's how you say it. You haven't gotten involved with it. I'll try. You know what, Tessa-Marie, I'll really try. And I shut you up. I am hard on those I coach. And I said, there is no way of trying. I cannot see who's coming. As you guys know, internet does its own dance. Hi, Nancy. You're always a breath of fresh air. Thanks, Amanda. Hi. Oh, hi, my friend Abola Sham. You must have a shorter name than that. Good morning, Nancy. Hi, Kia. I have to say good morning to my family. Good morning, Yuko. We are family here, so we have to greet each other. I got the comments. Great. I love it. Welcome to the best morning blessing. So let us continue with where we were. I never lose a train of thought as much as, hi, Georgie, congratulations, seeing you here. Commitment. You committed. When Joseph, I was talking about Joseph and Mary before the birth of Christ. He was engaged to marry her, committed to be with her. And all of a sudden, the woman shows up pregnant and he knows he hasn't touched her. He was going to set her aside. And in the dream, the angel said to him, hey, you've got to do this. You made a commitment. You said you would marry her. You engaged her. She's your betrothed. You went to her parents or whatever you had to do. But guess what? You have to show up. And what did he do? He did. And it wasn't a good journey for him a lot of the times because this son that they named Jesus was belligerent. As much as you guys think he was perfect, when he became human, he behaved like us. He was belligerent. He didn't want to follow the rules. He didn't follow the rules. He went and he told Joseph, I'm not going to be a carpenter. I have to go look after my father's business. I already know I am not your father and you're throwing it in my face again. How did Joseph feel? So this is what you guys have to understand. How did Mary feel? Many times we go to religions that says Mary doesn't count. My sister changed her religion and she tells me she goes to the source. But without Mary, there is no source. If God had decided he wanted to have his source from something else, then why didn't he put it coming from a tree? He chose a woman. And without us, procreation does not happen unless they try to do it in a jar, in a petri dish. So let me just tell you, when you make a commitment, this is as strong as what Joseph had to tolerate. A son that disappears for 3 days, they cannot find him. Then to compound it, when you are suffering and you have a child, good morning, when you are struggling, Tanaji, good morning, and you have a child, and the child is disobedient, and the child wants its own way, and all of that, you have to realize that you are not the only woman or the first woman that went through that. As much as we do not count the mother of Christ as somebody that had a lot of work, she did. She got pregnant and nobody knew how in a village in those days. What do you think happened? Is it any different now in villages all over the world? No, it is not. And that is why we have to realize that whatever you are going through as a mother, she went through it with you. Hello. The man took you in and you're not following him. You do not want to be a carpenter. You want to go do this. You want to go away. You want to tell him, I'm going to do my father's business. Commitment. He committed to his father in heaven, obviously. So he was belligerent when he was us, and you want to be perfect. But when he became a human, he followed us. He did get angry. So remember that. When somebody tells you consistently, turn the other cheek so I can slap you to death, you're a Christian, you should not be angry at me. You should just take it and go. Well, he raised the table in the temple and said, you guys are turning this into a house of money, or whatever he said, right? You guys know it better than me. And then furthermore, how would you feel you have a son and his best friends are fishermen and thieves and prostitutes? Would you like it? This is what Mary went to. But she committed to being the mother. She suffered. And that was what you have to understand. A commitment means you have to go all the way. When you make a commitment, you cannot stop halfway and say, I changed my mind. I'm tired. I do not want to do it. So, I like going around the mulberry bush before I bring it to you so that you can see it. Hi, Lynn. Sorry, I shouldn't call you Tanija. I know your name. And so I wanted to bring it to you. So when you make a commitment to do something, you want to win, you want to succeed, you want to have a fantastic life, you want to do this, you want to succeed in what you're doing, you want to have wealth, you want to lose weight, you want to have a home of your own. And you're going to come across challenges. Do you stop? You made a commitment to yourself. What have you committed to do to improve your life? And why do you get tired of it? Why do you look at it and go, oh, well, I've been doing this for so long? No, you can't. You're 3 feet from getting that rare pink Canadian diamond. You're digging in a diamond, in a diamond, you know what I mean? And there you are. You're mining for diamonds, and just because you hurt a finger or somebody told you you're not good enough, you'll never make it. People have tried and they fail, and there you are trying to make it. You pull back. You stop 3 feet from getting the biggest rare pink Canadian diamond, and you let go. And when you go somewhere and you find yourself at a place, like those of you who strayed into the morning blessings and you didn't know what you were coming to, hang on. If you're still there, I dare you to hang on. Because it is hot, it is pepper, it is the truth. I'm telling you, you need to make your commitment. And if you are ducking, it's because you have broken your commitments to somebody. The worst commitment you ever do break is the one to yourself. That is the one that will follow you to your deathbed. You did not give me life. I came to you and you let me go. You did not commit to seeing me come to fruition. You did not manifest me. You started and you gave up. That one is the worst commitment to break. I will engage with you. I promise you. I promise you that I will do this. I promise you I will be there for you. I am promising you that I am your friend. Because if you do not promise, and you say, you're my friend, and then you turn your back, what kind of friend are you? What are you committing to do? The thing is, in many cases, we cannot even commit to be our own friend, our own best friend. Hang on, it is the best choice we could make. I know, but some people will go, oh, it's too much about that. Even when we talk about love, they say all she talks about is sex. It's not. Because many times you have to face it. Everything is in life. You cannot pick and choose because it's part of life. And as much as you don't want to hear about it, when you had it, you committed to it. And you enjoyed it. And it is as fleeting as a second. It does not last long, that thing called ecstasy. It just comes in a flash and it goes. But it was a commitment to go that way. So what I know for sure is this. when you make a commitment to do something, do not let other people tell you you shouldn't do that, because they have their own journey to run. They have other commitments. Your commitment is unique because you're created uniquely. You're a special human being. As much as you think you look like your mother, your father, something in you is different. Even identical twins have something that maybe nobody can see, but there's a difference. Because why? They're created uniquely. God knows the difference. The mother will tell you this is first, that's second. There is something unique. And that is why when you make a commitment or you make a promise, keep your promise. An obligation. I am obligated to do this. That's powerful. I am committed every day and I feel obligated to do this, come to do the morning blessing and bring out the best of me and the best I have in me and empty my cup into you, because I have gone through the road before. I know where there are bumps in the road. I know all the obstacles. I have seen the detours. I found the challenges. I had to push the rock out of my way. I had to turn myself to be as fluid as water so that I can navigate through all of the different things that are in your lives. So make your commitment and stay obligated to it. There are going to be days you do not want to even get out of bed. But you cannot let that stop you from the commitment you made to get up early, to do the things you must do, and do not expect somebody else to help you carry your jug of water. It's your jug of water. That is why it only has one bottom. When you place it on your head or however you carry that jug, it belongs to you. Do not turn around and say, well, they're not helping me. Do not look for those that can help and are not helping. That is not their commitment. That's your commitment. You have to show up. Like when I go to do a workshop, especially non-profit, the people don't pay for me to come, and the people who are supposed to come, who put their name on the list to come, they have a commitment that, hello, Manswell, welcome to the morning blessing. A new person, guys, welcome them to the family. When you have a commitment to go to do something, and the woman at the library said to me a few weeks ago, well, we don't have many people. 20 people showed up, but there's only 5. So you don't have to stay or one. I said to her, no, I am committed to be there. That was my responsibility. I said yes. You asked, and I said, yes, I'm committed. I am going to do my best. And I said, the people who said yes, and they didn't come, that is on them. That has nothing to do with me. Thanks, Stacy. Because they made a commitment, and they have to be beholden to it. So when you commit to do something, you show up, and you don't do your best. It's like the people who have lives. IG Live. They come on and they say, well, guys, I'm going to wait for more people to come. You cannot do that. Your job was to start at 8. Be there at 7:59 and press that button and talk. That's your commitment, to be there at 8. And you come fired up and ready to go. Many are called, but few are chosen. People are wandering through life. And they're scrolling and they see this and they stop and visit for a while. And if they are supposed to be with us, one word will make them say, I'm going to stay to see where this is going. But if they're not committed, they cannot stay. They don't know where they're going. And if you do not have a destination, your journey is fractured. You'll be doing a bit here, a bit there, and a bit there. You must always have a destination to be committed to. That is why they put the blinders on the horses, so that they keep looking where they're going. A commitment makes you succeed. And when you have a commitment, know the value of your commitment and stay on it. It's going to get difficult. It must get challenging. It's always darker before dawn. You've heard that, and it's true. I wake up at 4:15. It is darker before dawn. And you have bills to pay. You took the service. You use the credit card, and you made a commitment. And if you are not able to honor the commitment you made to pay those bills on time at that date, then you are not honoring the commitment. Your handshake does not worth anything. It's not your bond. There is so many times I'm coming to tell you why it's important to hold on and make sure the commitments you make, you're honoring them. And it is, you know, when an allegiance, another one, your allegiance to the flag, to your country, that is a commitment to honor my country, honor my flag, honor the race I'm born in. Be proud to be who you are and do not hide it because somebody else thinks that who you are is not good enough. That is wrong. You are committed. It's part of your agreement. According to the Hindu religion, we decide everything before we leave heaven to come to earth. How long we are going to stay, the journey we are going to take, the people we are going to be born from, all of that. Apparently we forget because the journey to get here is not a short journey. Anyway, so when people can be committing to steal, they can commit to a crime. And when they do, they end up in jail. They're locked up. They cannot come out until they've made the time. You're committed. If you hurt somebody and you plan to hurt that person, you committed to do this. The thing that you have to remember is that what are you writing in your goal-setting journal? What are you committed to do today? I am committed to show up at 8. I'm committed to create, to post. I'm committed to go grocery. All of these are your commitments. When you say yes to somebody, honor that yes. Because this is why if you do not commit to the agreements you make and you do not honor the agreements you make, guess what? That is the energy you're sending out to those who make agreement with you. They don't show up for you. You might have employees and all of a sudden they're committed to come to work, but they don't. Why? And you're thinking you're doing everything right. But we have to look at ourselves, our inflection. That's why I'm saying this. We need to understand that if we want others to commit to us and to hold on to what they commit to give us, then we in turn have to do it to those we commit that with. If you say to a friend, I will do this with you, I will come to you, I'll show up, I'll go to dinner with you, it's commit to that. I will phone you, commit to that. All of these silly things we ignore and we do not give them strength and power. Guess what? They are more important and they make sure your life, you get from life exactly what you give up. Remember that. You cannot give no respect to the commitments that you make to others and expect others to have the same respect and give you the commitment. So when it is not working for you and nobody is holding their commitment to you, you have to inflect and say, where did I treat somebody else like this? What mistake did I do in my commitment to someone else? Why did I say I would be there for you, I would help you, and then I ignore that and I do not do it? Tell me. So when your commitment coming from others fail, it reaches halfway and it stops, then you have to realize you are doing the same thing. You only get in life what you put out to others. So if you cannot respect the words I, every time you say I, you're saying the name of God. Because God, I am who I am, I am. That's the name of God, I am. I will, saying I am definitely going to be there. You have to realize you're making a commitment. And your commitment is a promise, it's an obligation, it's a responsibility, it's an allegiance. It is engaging, a pledge. It is something that you decided I will do. And the moment you say that and you neglect that, expect the same from others towards you. Oh, they don't love me anymore. Do you love them? Do you show love? You committed to love, honor, and obey, I guess. I just been in love and honor. So I am committed to love you and honor you. And I am only going to go as far as you will go. That is wrong. It is not your responsibility to do what others people do and measure your response back to theirs. It is wrong. Because that person does not love and honor you anymore, although they took a pledge and they signed to it, that doesn't mean you have to do the same. That does not mean you can change their mind either. That means maybe you have to let them go and let them find the love they're looking for to come to them continuously without any effort from themselves. They will never find it. They will go from pillar to post. But that person might come back one day, not to love you now, but to ask you for help and guidance. And then this is where you have to rise above all and say, yes, I will help you. Because you had taken a pledge to honor them. And you forgot. But they go around and they come back in a circle. Life is cyclical. It just goes around and around like a clock. And they come back and now they need help. They need support. Maybe they're sick. They need somebody to help them, to shoulder them. Hi, Marina. So when we make a commitment, it is not simple. We have to honor the commitment that we made for ourselves. I know that's what Marina says. We have wonky. I tried everything, Marina. And Marina shows up and it's wonky. So maybe it's, who knows what is going on with Instagram. I tried it on the laptop, same thing that somebody said. So the engagement that you promise, I engage you, I love you, that's a commitment. A pledge, I will, commitment. I promise, I will, a commitment. I am obligated to do this, a commitment. I take allegiance to you, commitment to the flag, to the country. And even when you are committed because you committed a crime, hear the word? You're committed to prison because you committed a crime. So a commitment is powerful. As I said to you, one thing I said to you is this. Joseph had said he would marry Mary. Mary showed up pregnant. And he said, I'm letting go. I'm going to just put her aside. But he had engaged her to marry her, free of pregnancy. But his commitment, he was letting it go until the angel said to him, hey, you got to do this. You were committed to doing this. He did do it. And then the child that he thought would be his apprentice chose to go create his own religion. So when Jesus that you honor, when he was on this earth, he was just as us. Belligerence, he got angry, he went through all of the emotions you are going through. So when somebody is telling you, because you're a Christian, you should let me walk over you, slap you, it's wrong. Because when he was angry, he took the tables in the temple and he turned it over and said, get out, you guys are turning it into a house of money. So commitment, he did not worry about that. He said, get out. He was committed to bring love. The father that took him in through his mother thought he had that. But there was another thing. This is not this person. That's a new brand human being that has his own commitment. So when you make a commitment, you need to honor it. And when your life is going wonky, guess what? Turn around and look at how many times you broke your commitment to others. And because you're in a marriage, a love relationship, and the person has broken their commitment, that doesn't mean you match it up. It's a choice you have to make. As I said, when you notice that things are not working for you, nobody's honoring the commitment that they made to you, you check yourself first. And see, is that what you're sending out to the world? That doesn't mean you didn't keep the commitment with them. You must have. You could have. And you felt good about keeping that commitment with them. But the commitment that you broke with the other person is what that comes back to you. And I brought it to money. You committed that you would honor the agreement you signed when you got this credit card to pay it. So you didn't. And your credit is messed up. And you can't get a loan. And you can't do this. And you can't. And you forgot. Like the doctor who had millions of dollars and wanted to buy a home. And he found out when we were doing the mortgage for him, he couldn't buy the house. And I said to him, you need to pay this. He said, well, my uncle told me I was an 18-year student, and my uncle told me they would write it off. And I said to him, but you made a commitment to pay that $500 credit card. But it was written off. I said it was written off the books. That doesn't mean you're still not responsible for it. And guess what happened? I had to find out that it was from another bank, and he owed, by the time he was buying his $5 million house, $6,500. When I told him, he said, okay, send them 65. I said, no, send them 75. He still said no. I said, by the time they get it and we do this mortgage, you will owe them that much. Good morning. Magnificent. And then he found out, yes, we had to stall the mortgage again. He owed them $8,700 on a $500 credit card. He did not honor the commitment that he made to pay for it. He took advice from somebody who didn't know. The person wasn't fit to give those type of answers, and he did. So commitment is important. If you do not keep your commitment, you are at fault. And others will not keep their commitment to you either. You agreed and you said, yes, I will, then do the I will, because you should do the I will. That's your commitment. All of it is an obligation, a commitment, an engagement, an allegiance. You committed a crime, you're going to pay the time, right? That's your commitment in the jail. So a commitment is something that's important. When your life isn't going the way you want it to go, check to see how many commitments you have broken. When you say, but you said you would do this, and they didn't do it, and halfway through the sentence, stop, swallow, and say to yourself, wow, that is terrible. I didn't realize that me not keeping my commitment to others would mean some others would not keep their commitment to me. This is life. What you give out, that's what you get back. And that's it, how it is. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Morning Blessings. This is a magnificent tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Kia. Oh, so that's somebody. Kia just said hello to the host and everyone. Good morning. Hello to you too. Welcome. Thank you, Tessa. That was the biggest Canadian diamond. Thanks, Stacy, Yuko. Oh, okay. So there's an energy trying to distract them. Yes, it is. It's nice to hear you like you again. It's nice to hear you like you again. Thank you, Marina. You gave me some gems this morning. Even when someone isn't honoring their commitment, you have to honor yours. You cannot go and do their thing when they are not doing their thing. Is when you do like them, you're just like them. Your lips are moving at the same time. Hey! I'm happy, Marina. I can hear you too. I can hear good. Good morning, beautiful humans. So, Marina, you just touched my soul. Recommitment as agreed, vows. Yeah, they are commitment. And no, so we have to fix yours for you, Kia. I'm committed to getting a workout every day. It's a commitment. As long as you say it, you must do it. If you want your life to go up and the trajectory to go like that rather than head like this, stick to your commitments. You're getting up early, get up early. Get up at the same time. Do the things you have to do. If you haven't finished a task, then stay later before and finish it. So it's always important to do this. So good morning, everybody. Hang on, it's the best choice they could make. Thank you, Kia. Very powerful. Thanks, Georgie. Guys, it is an important day today for each and every one of you. And you're going to wonder why. Why is it important, Tessa-Marie? It's Friday, the 10th of November, 2023. Guess what? It's your present. It's your gift. So remember, yesterday is history. Today is a gift. It's called a present. You have another day to do better than yesterday or to do what you desire to do. Tomorrow is a mystery. We do not know what that day will bring, but we know where we are and what we're doing. And just in case you cannot figure this out, Take some time and just try to see if you can absorb the energy around you. Try that. Just sit for a moment or stand, like when you go for a workout or you go for a walk. Stand for a moment exactly where you are and see if you can pull the energy of the world into you. That is happening. It's not all disaster, because there is in between everything, there is something you will see. Because it's only when there is a crack that light comes through. Remember that. Have a great day. Let me see you say hello to all these wonderful human beings. Hi, Kia, darling, Stacy, Nancy, Georgie, Lawanda. Hi, Lawanda, Marina, Ryan, and Rihesh, somebody, and Loretta. Thanks, guys, for hanging on till the bitter end. I love you. I appreciate you. See you on Monday. Have a great and fabulous weekend. And when you're in doubt, sit it out or dance. If you don't know what to do, sit it out and dance. Just sit. Rather than jump into a situation you're not sure about, sit. And when you sit, ask yourself this question, and it's not you, it's the inner you. If you were me, what would you do now? Even if it's a choice to go shopping or stay home. If you were me, what would you do now? And forget it and go about yourself, and you will find you will do the right thing. Have a great day. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.